Okay, hello guys. If you're watching this video, it's because I want you to do something different. I don't want you to rely on myself in every explanation. So I'm going to explain really quickly the reinforcement practical activity number 2. All right. For this activity, you have to use an external tool, which I'm going to explain how to access, how to use in a little moment, and that will be the result of everything. All right. Remember that in the class you will have 10 to 15 minutes to finish up the previous exercises from my English lab. So take advantage of those 10 to 15 minutes and then focus on the development of this practical activity. So the first step for this practical activity is the following one. You're gonna go on your Google browser or on your preferred browser. You're gonna click or write down SmartDraw, right? And look at. You'll click here, the one with this sign, okay? You're gonna click there, and you will be taken to the web page. All right. So with this tool, you can create concept maps, idea maps, flowcharts, timelines, and that is what we're going to do right now. We're gonna go and click here on Start Now, and then you're gonna sign in with Google. I suggest sign in with Google because it's easier and faster. All right, so I'm gonna click here just on sign in with Google. I'm gonna click here on my account, and the system does all the process alone. Right, once you do that, you will be extremely directly taken to the timeline part. If you are not taken to the timeline templates, you can look here in this left bar. You go right down to the button and you'll click on timelines, okay? And then you're gonna choose the second one, basic timeline 10 span. So you're gonna click there, and then the editor of this timeline is opened. All right. So in this editor, this really resembles to Word Office on Microsoft. So it's really intuitive. It's really easy to use. I'm going to explain it really quickly here, and I want you to pay attention. All right. So what's the idea of this timeline? Remember that we have been studying about present simple, present continuous, and past habits with used to and would. More specifically with used to. So I want you to think or to create about 5 to 7 past activities that you did or you didn't do and that change along the time. For instance, I'm gonna click here, double click. I'm gonna write I used to live with my grandparents in Florencia, Calcutta, right? When that happened, oh, well, it was in 1999. Perfect. That is the first one. Then I'm gonna write something extra. Well, I didn't used to eat a lot of young food when I was maybe 8. To say an example, when that happened, well, that happened on 2009, for instance, maybe, right? Although I guess I was older in 2009, etc. You can continue creating all the dates that you want. You can create 2 years, for instance. All right. I used to go to the elementary school in the afternoon, right? As an example. And then you continue so on, so on, so on until you get near to the present. We're gonna click here 2021. In the present, of course, you're gonna use present simple or present continuous. So as a general truth, as a general information, we use present simple. For instance, I work at Confalagos school. That is a general truth, right? It's something real. Now, I'm gonna create something in present continuous, something that is being developed in a period of time that is not finished, or something in the moment of speaking. For instance, I am explaining the reinforcement activity 2. All right, I'm doing that right now in the moment of speaking, correct? And one final one, well, let's say 2021, I'm gonna say I am studying my master's degree, period, right? It doesn't mean that in this exact moment I am doing my studies. No, it means that in the time being in 2021 I'm in progress of studying that. Okay, so something that I suggest to make this a little bit more beautiful or more catchy, I want you to insert pictures, right? So you can go here on insert and I click here on picture, and you're gonna choose the picture from your computer. For instance, I'm gonna choose this one, click and open. You see, you just shrink it down, you put it, place it behind or near the place that you want to place it, right? I'm going to insert another one. It's pretty easy. Those pictures that I'm using here right now, I downloaded from a web page which is really nice to download it, because I don't want you to use pictures that have copyrights. And that it's important, guys, to learn how not to use pictures that have copyrights. You can put your pictures, your own pictures, of course, if you want. But if you don't want to put your own pictures, I'm going to show you guys this web page, which is Pixabay. You can look here any picture which is free copyrights. All right, so anyone is going to claim authority or legal rights of these pictures. Okay, for instance, let's say farm. You click there and you will find different pictures, really good pictures about the term or about the word that you're looking for. All right, so when you download it, when you do and you finish all these, you're gonna go all again on home and click on share. Here you're gonna click it, copy link, and then you're gonna copy again the link, and that's it. Then you're gonna go on Microsoft Teams and look for me. I'm gonna in this case send it to my friend. You're gonna copy and paste and you send it. All right, you send the picture. When I'm going to revise, when I'm going to check this activity, I will click here and I will be seeing this thing that you just sent me. All right, and that is it, guys. That is practically what you have to do for the practical activity of reinforcement week number 2. All right, please do it, try to do your best, and if you have any question, please let me know. I'll be here to help you out through the chat. Okay, thank you.